In 1937, during World War II, the Empire of Japan invaded all of China. The aggressive actions of Japan spurred the creation of many iconic songs, but none was better at it than the CCP. They were known for their use of propaganda songs during World War II and the Chinese Civil War. At the time, China was still an impoverished nation, and most of its people were illiterate, meaning things like posters wouldn't work. Songs, on the other hand, were the perfect way to overcome that barrier. These propaganda songs are called Hongge, which translates to red songs or communist songs. And throughout the PRC's history, many songs have been created at different times to celebrate and highlight different figures. One of the earliest songs was the Internationale, a popular leftist song sung by socialists and communists in the early 1900s. This was also the anthem of the Chinese Soviet Republic, which is another way of saying the parts of China under communist control. After the Second World War and the communist victory in the Chinese Civil War, Communist China would gain a new anthem, the March of the Volunteers, written between 1934 to 35. This song is still the national anthem of China today. One common theme for these early songs is an emphasis on liberation, revolution, and the people of China coming together to free themselves from foreign oppression and foreign powers. As we move into Mao Zedong's era, after the Chinese Civil War, we suddenly see a dramatic shift. New propaganda songs were no longer just about China, the people, or liberation, but began to focus on one man and one man only, Mao Zedong. It still retained the musical style of earlier songs, but songmakers also began to take local folk songs and change their lyrics to pro-communist ones. One iconic example is The East is Red, Dongfang Hong, a song that became the de facto national anthem during the Cultural Revolution of 1966, celebrating Chairman Mao's vision and the ideology of Maoism. Although it is a song from a bygone era, it remains a well-known song today. As Mao's era came to an end and his successor Deng Xiaoping made his southern tour across the southern parts of China, red songs began to evolve as well and became less assertive and more emotional. A really popular example from the 1990s is playing right now, 春天的故事, Story of Spring. This is a nostalgic song about the reform era led by Deng Xiaoping. To me, it's a farewell to Deng for introducing the market economy to the largest communist country in the world and sets the tone for a new era for China. The song does not ever mention Deng Xiaoping directly, but we all know who it refers to, the father of socialism with Chinese characteristics. As China stepped into the modern era, red songs began to emphasize unity, modernization, and in the past 15 to 20 years especially, 中国梦, or the Chinese dream. Today, red songs no longer directly sing about the CCP or national resistance in the same way as in the past, probably because these concepts are no longer familiar or relatable to an increasing proportion of Chinese people. In recent years, China has created many more patriotic songs with different styles, and they are very unique and sound very different depending on the situation where they are used. On one hand, we have the songs of the People's Liberation Army, which obviously have a heroic style and inspires bravery and sacrifice for the nation. In recent years though, China's military has become more modernized. New songs have also become bolder and emphasize China's rising power. For example, March of Steel Torrent, which was made for the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic of China in 2019. The changes in musical styles and lyrics often reflect a change in policy and self-perception, which makes these songs a helpful way to figure out what China thinks of itself and others. On the other hand, with the rise of the internet and more ways to create music, regular people have begun to create their own red songs to express their patriotism, combining the lyrical style of traditional red songs and modern music instruments to create something truly unique. A popular trend is to sing about Xi Jinping as well as the Chinese dream itself. These modern songs also mention the young people's admiration of China's reforms ranging from SOEs, tax, corruption, and so on, such as In addition, because media content are now made easily available on the internet, this song creatively uses parts of Xi Jinping's speeches as part of their lyrics. Apart from domestic matters, these songs also cover international issues and disputes involving China. Anything from the US-China trade war, which went viral on WeChat and Weibo in 2019, to the territorial disputes over the Diaoyu Islands with Japan. I found that many of these songs are a mix of original and parody. And as you can see, Chinese youth from the recent generations are not shy to use Western techno, rap and rock styles to express their patriotism and make their music more catchy and unique. Do I have a favorite Red song? Well, if we're talking about the music video as a whole, well, yes, it is the first Red song I ever listened to. What makes this song truly special for me is its singer, Brother Hao or Hao Ge, a Liberian-born singer who became popular in 2011 for singing Red songs. Red songs have become more diverse and accessible to a wider audience in recent years. And I believe this shows how important songs can be at bridging language and cultural gaps, and understanding how China views itself and the world around it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has made you a little more knowledgeable about this fascinating but often overlooked slice of Chinese political culture. Its patriotic Hongge, Red songs.